joining me from another video. If you're joining me for the first time, hello! Well, today I'm looking at one of my favorite doll accessory packs, which is our Generation doll food packs. I love anything to do with pretend food, which is why with Shopkins and you know, those real littles and stuff, I just see so many people go gaga over them. And for me, I love these 18-inch doll foods in that they can actually be brought over into, you know, your BJDs basically. I've got a smart doll here, which is I'm smitten with smart dolls right now, absolutely smitten with them. And they are very, very cheap compared to other ways to buy accessories for your BJDs. You only have to look at Etsy and look at, you know, BJD cup. For me, one basically that was like this was like $30 and then $20 shipping on top of that. And I'm like, this size, $20 shipping? Are you for real? But that's just reality, it is. Whereas I can go out to farmers and pick up these packs, and like I said, these were about $30 New Zealand each, but for what you get in them, the quality is, and there is so much, it's fantastic. So I've got an American girl over here, you can kind of see her, hello! But I've also grabbed Vanessa over here. I don't know why they're off camera, I kind of put them around me and was hoping. There's Vanessa, who opened the Christmas pack with me. So she was still out, so I was like, okay, Vanessa, you can help me with these ones as well. So I'm going to show them in relation to an Our Generation doll and also a smart doll, since I highly, highly, highly recommend buying these instead of the expensive Etsy done things. Even on AliExpress, some of the things are quite expensive for what you're getting. So the packs I'm going to look at are tea for two, which has this gorgeous little tea set. Now I can say that some accessories in this are going to be way too big for my smart dolls, such as a teapot, but perfect for my 18-inch dolls. But the cups and things like that are going to be primo, especially the food too. And then this one, which is packed for a picnic. It actually took me ages to find this. Now, both of these are available at farmers in New Zealand. If you're looking, ladies, I've noticed that the food packs go a lot faster than, you know, like the slumber party or the clothing packs. They seem to sit around forever. But the food packs seem to just go, which is, if you find them, grab them sort of thing. And then last down here, I got this one actually from Toy World. And this is a little builder's set, which I thought was just gorgeous. So just really gorgeous. I think this one, I think I got it on special for about $18. So you can see these are much better value, as these ones were for 30 and big packs, and this one for 18 is teeny tiny, but I really like the accessories and I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I'm going to put the camera up. No, sorry. Yes, camera up, thingies down. Let's open it up together. Alright, so the first pack I'm going to look at is the tea for two, which I think is just gorgeous. Two little dollies having a tea set, a tea party on the front there, just cute. I love this imaginative play stuff because to me, as technology is growing, our children are losing the role play aspect of learning basically. Since technology tends to do everything for them, they learn. When I was young, I'm going to be a bit of a ramble here, friends would come over and would each grab a dolly and would make a story together, and we would role play out scenarios. It was a way of dealing with scenarios and seeing different ways that people interact and deal with scenarios, you know, different cultures and all that sort of stuff. That isn't really being represented in the video games these days, and to me it's something that I would love to see kept alive. I would love to see role play with dolls encouraged heavily because it is an incredible learning curve on how to deal with difficult scenarios or how different people interact with different scenarios and all that sort of stuff. For me, I 100% can see it. My kids were always lucky. They always had toys and they always had that. But when children would come over to play with my kids, they would bring their laptops and tablets and things like that. And we were utterly surprised over, they were 5 years old, you know, and coming over with laptops and stuff. I mean, And eventually we had to concede and start doing it with other kids because that's what they do nowadays, but it takes away that interaction, which I think is just so incredibly valuable. Okay, so we have a teapot cozy here. This will obviously go over the teapot. How cute is that? Look at that. Oh, it's just like a homemade one. It's so incredibly cute. They little pockets, or no, they're just sewn on. So this is very, why is that? Oh, that's really weird. They've sewn on a heart underneath and then sewn this over the top of that. It almost seems like a waste of time, basically sewing that heart on. But we've got a little teapot there. I mean, I don't know, in your country, do kids still interact with dolls as much? I almost feel like a lot of doll interaction is being passed on from us doll lovers to our children, but those who, let's just say maybe they were, you know, not fortunate enough to have dolls and all that sort of stuff, it's being lost on them. I honestly, I'm a bit worried about it, to be quite honest. Maybe I shouldn't be, but I am. I think it's sad in some ways. All right, so we have a teapot here with a little lid. Now, that's so cute. So you can actually pour water into there to have poured out tea for your dollies. That is so incredibly cute. Has a little pink heart design all around it. As I said, there are going to be some things which will not fit with a ball jointed doll, but will fit fantastically with the 18-inch dolls. Let's have a look some more. Alright, this is super cute. The lid on this is actually removable, so it's a usable container with OG teas, assorts, tea sachet. What does it say? Since 1969. That is cute and definitely usable by a variety of dolls. Okay, next is this tea tray, which has this plastic insert that was displaying all the food. So I'm slowly going to put them in because I'm almost tempted to keep that plastic insert in. We have what looks like some avocado mix semis with their crusts taken off. I just love these. I mean, the price is just so fantastic. If you look like at the custom made food on Etsy and they're charging like $30 a little tiny piece of plate of food for like Barbie-ish, sure, the quality is absolutely, you know, astounding on some of those things, but I just think for $30 you can get a huge pack like this and it photographs just as well. It really does. And with all the editing software out there, you can pretty much make them look real. My daughter was showing me some stuff that she can do, and she can make fake food look real. So we've got a little fruit custard tart there. Wonder where that one was. I think it might be up there. Cute. And another one. Looks like it has a slice of kiwi fruit, some blueberries, and I'm not too certain what that red thing is. It's not orange, so it's not a peach. It's got a white on top. I'm not actually sure what that is. Certainly not a strawberry or anything. So we have some little macaroons and macarons. I always get confused. There's a difference in different colors here. So we've got a couple of pinks and purples and yellows. I'm probably putting these all back in the wrong place, but that's all right. We got a yellow. Mummy's like, I'm just going to put them back as they were. I don't remember how they were. Okay, another yellow one. Now what's this? So this one is an orange, but instead of the others that have a cream filling, it looks like this one has a chocolate filling. So we'll stick that one up the top. And then we have some biscuits. Some obviously Chucky biscuits, if it would like to get into into focus there for me, with a cream filling. How cute is this? Like, these biscuits are just adorable. Put those in there, and look what you've got. You've got yourself a gorgeous colourful spread for your dollies for their tea party. That is incredibly cute. I love it, love it, love it. Now what have we got here? Oh, we've got some sugar. I'm going to assume I don't like assuming, but I'm going to assume that that lid's for the sugar cubes. So following the teapot theme with the little pink heart design saying OG, 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 we've got some, very yellow looking sugar cubes. I don't think sugar cubes should be that color, but we'll ignore it for now with a little teapot lid. That is so cute. We have a plate with a black rim and a milk jug. Oh, I was saying, it's a shame this one doesn't have the heart on, but it does. It has it on the other side. And what is this? Oh, and here is our first cup, which goes on the little plate. Does it have a heart if I turn it around? It does. How cute is this? Now this is definitely going to be working with my smart dolls. Now I take them to Starbucks. Oops. Sometimes when I go on a Sunday, it's my little family thing out on a Sunday. Go with my dad and son so that he has a granddad day out, and shout them to Frappuccinos. And I wanted a cups that I could take with my smart dolls so they can have a Starbucks while they're sitting down too. But the ones I looked at on Etsy were $30 oh my goodness, with $30 New Zealand each. And then on top of that, $20 New Zealand shipping to New Zealand, which I thought was absolutely highway robbery for a little thing like this, whereas I'm getting an entire pack of accessories for $30. How cute is that? And they're fantastic. Now, I'm getting some jam out, I assume. Ooh, look at that strawberry jam. It's almost a shame that the Sammies don't have at least one with you know, this reddy color in, so you can pretend that they're spreading strawberry jam in their Sammies. How cute is that? And the little twine to make it look homemade preserve. How cute. Now, of course, we have some spoons to mix our sugar cubes in, and milk. Just dropping everything, why don't I? This is a really adorable pack. Like, seriously, I can't fault these packs for the price that they are. And some scones. Now, I love scones. I love my date scones. Date scones with a nice unsugared coffee. Cappuccino is just primo. And these look really realistic, like all the burn marks in them, and they're very uneven, even on the bottom. The slightly you know how sometimes when you're cooking things they go slightly like whitish on the bottom? That is really neat. These are very, very good accessories. So we've got some scones for the girls with their tea, and then, oh my goodness gracious me, let's get our little OG tea box out again, and there is some tiny, oh gosh, I hope the sellotape are good, tiny little tea bags to put in the box. How cute is that? That is so cute. Like, I've probably seen these things and then they've gone into storage and I've completely forgotten about them. Then when I bring them out and it's like discovering them again, it's like, oh my goodness. How adorable. So they're focusing on something in the back there. So I've got my little tea bags for the two girls in here. It's just so cute. That is just something they didn't really need to do, you know. You could pretend you're putting tea in there, but that just makes that little level of role play all that more realistic for the girls. For me, this pack is primo. That is well worth the money. Even the little tea cozy to go over the teapot. Like I said, when we do our clothes at the end, I'll show my girls holding some of the things. This is just a fantastic role play thing. And then on top of that, I have this pack here, which is a packed for a picnic for two girls. Look at this hamper. This is so cute. We've got some muffins here and some fruit. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've taken everything out of the pack. I think the first thing that I want to look at is this little blanket. It looks to me like a felted blanket. Now, I have a real problem with felted made things because basically felt never lasts. Even if you starch it, just one brush against it and it, you know, it goes a bit funny. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, it's easy and it makes things cheaper if you use felt, but the reason it's cheaper is because it really is material. A lot of the bonnets and stuff I make for my smart dolls are out of felt, and I be so precious with them, but even then, with me being precious with them, eventually something will brush against them and make, you know, a pile or anything like that. So this being attached with so many strings is actually very, very annoying. I don't like whoever's idea it was to basically sew cardboard to felt, because you can even see it with me touching it here. It's all starting to pile up, and this is brand new. It's just one of those things. So the blanket itself, I imagine, is going to be way too small too, yeah. So the blanket is a bit of a meh. I mean, how are you meant to get to our generation dolls onto that? Sure, you can look at it as they're putting the food on the blanket and they're going to be sitting on the grass. That's not generally what people do. They have a blanket that is big enough for the dolls to sit on and the picnic. So the blanket's kind of a meh. Don't expect anything from the blanket. Now, these little serviettes that we're holding the utensils in are very, very cute. Let's see if I can get one set out. So I like these. We have a fork, a spoon. I like the red handles on these, and then a knife. So these are neat because these sit quite cutely into the napkins. That is cute. I do like that. That is adorable. That is very cute. So I'll put that one aside. I don't need to open the other one since I've opened that one. And then we will open up the basket. Woo. Just hopefully just gonna... So much sellotape on their products. I don't remember this much sellotape and stuff on the American Girl stuff that I've opened. And this is what I mainly brought them for. These red cups. Again, for Starbucks, I thought these were even cuter in some ways than the teacups from the other set. Like, this is very high tea formal. This is more, I got a mug of coffee or hot chocolate and enjoying myself. So high tea picnic. Very, very good picking of the cups. I think it's excellent. I like these ones more to take to Starbucks because I think they're a little more what I was looking for, something a little patterned and a little more presentable. All right, let's get the plates out, my dear, if we can. Can we get that plastic out of there? Or is that going to be a bit of a mission? Can we? Hello? Ah, perfect. So we have the plates that go with them. Now the plates are obviously for the food, not for the cups, mugs to sit on. You don't really have a coaster for a mug, but well, I should say you don't really have a saucer for a mug. You use a coaster with a mug. You use a saucer for a high tea. Correct myself there. And then this little one here, which you can close up just like a picnic hamster, like that. How cute is that? That is adorable. I love it. Now the food that came with this one. So much packaging. I like that they package the things the way they do, but it does have a lot of sellotape on it. So just make sure when you're doing it, you recycle what you can, and these are recyclable. I always try and point that out on anything. So we've got some nacho chips, Casa OG. Bag of chips. That is just so cute. I love it. Cute. We have, oh, of course, a Frisbee. If you're going for a picnic, you're going to have your entertainment, and what is a day out at the park without a Frisbee? Then we have these little cute crust taken off sandwiches, which look to me to be like a brown and purple. Oh no. I was gonna say a meat. I'm sorry, I haven't said it yet, but I'm going no, because in my head I was thinking, is it a meat and a veg? No, it is peanut butter and jelly Sammy's. Do you know, I've never been a fan of peanut butter and jelly. I know it's a real thing out there, but I've always thought that the textures just didn't go with each other and it's really weird. I have eaten it before, but yeah, no, it's not really my thing. Then we have a kettle. So as opposed to a high teapot, we have a kettle. Very basic. And for those of us who aren't into the cuppa, there is a lemon and lime soda. This will be good for SMDs as well. It's actually a really big size. There is an orange. Again, the quality is good enough that if you're taking photos, if you're really that fussy, you could edit them. Cute, and a pear. Got some fruit and of course some muffins. Now I don't know what muffins they would be. They're not a chocolate, I would say. They're too light a brown to be a chocolate. Does it say anything about what they are on the back? It just says 2 muffins. I don't know. If you've got an idea, I wouldn't say they're chocolate chip because that doesn't look like chocolate chip to me. It looks like something sweet, but I have no idea. It's not really a muffin I've eaten, and I used to go to muffin break every Sunday. In fact, I took my family to muffin break just a few days ago and we got some muffins for dessert. So again, $30, I consider this a bargain. These are fantastic quality for role play and you can use them in with a great variety of larger dolls. So let's bring the camera back and see how they place in the hands. As I was walking back, I just realized I had not opened this one down below. Oh my goodness gracious me. That's what you get when you're a mum and you're always rushing everything. So I'm just going to open this one up here and try it with the girls. At least we'll get to see what's appropriate for the girls. Their hands. Oh. You can see me struggle to open things. I'm just cutting through it. I'm just searing through it. One moment, please. Okay, so stuff went that way and bloop. Oops. Oops. Okay, we have a little dollhouse, a little birdhouse, I should say, which is very, very cute, and cute if you've got one of those like I have our generation setups. We have a saw, which I'm thinking is going to be appropriate for both dolls. A hammer. Very good quality. I even like the paint silver shine. It is not the silver that looks like the fake metallic. It is actually the matte silver, which actually looks more realistic to me. So we have a nails and screws container. Can you shake it? Oh, it would have been so cool if you could shake it and hear like a little jingle like you do with nails and screws. So we have a little nails and screws container. We have a paintbrush, which of course has a paint bucket with some white paint dripping down the side there. It is carryable. And a little paint lid that you can put on top, so that's really cute for role play. That is adorable. So that is that one, which is a small house, basically DIY house sort of set. So let's put Vanessa's hand out here. She's looking good. I'm looking off to the side, make sure she looks good. You look good, baby. We'll try the paint bucket first in relation to the doll. It's a little small for the 18-inch doll, but I guess you can just pretend it's a smaller paint brush bucket. And I'm looking on the camera screen just to the side and it looks appropriate enough. The muffins and food are a fantastic size for your 18-inch dolls. Let's try the picnic hamper. They've made the handle big enough so that her hand can actually fit through the handle. because of the way the hand is, she can't actually carry it though unless you have it like that, which is a bit unrealistic, but that's okay. They've made it at least so that the hand can go in there, so that's cute. Now the cups is the thing. The handle on the cups is actually smaller, so you can get them to hold it with a few fingers going through rather than, which is kind of realistic. I hold my mug with 2 fingers, kind of realistic, or 3 on the bottom, and it is a really good size for them. Like, she is going to enjoy that mug. It is a nice hot chocolate size for her, and they're made for these. I mean, this is an Our Generation doll. Can she hold the saw? She can hold the saw up to the side and do that. So the thing is, if you're going to have your children play realistically like this sort of way, you may want to invest in those little plastic ties. And if you put a plastic tie around this way through the thumb and around this way around the wrist, you can actually put that plastic tie around the accessories that hold it. I've done that too for my kids, and then they can actually hold things the correct way. So let's have a look at the teacup too. The teacup, yep, so about 2 fingers going through, and it looks good. You can see, I'm looking at the camera here, it looks good, it looks appropriate size. It is great for the dolls. Is there anything else they really need to put their hands through? Oh, the to show the difference on some of them. So with the teapot, and I imagine the kettle will be the same. It will be, I can just see by the size there. She can put her 3 fingers through and she can hold it easily, and it is a good size for the doll. This I will bring over to my smart doll here. It's way too big. It's way too big for her. Her entire hand can go through the handle and she can hold it, but that is a lot of tea for the girls. They will be bouncing off the walls if they have some tea or coffee with that, you know. So that's a little unrealistic. A bit smaller would be more appropriate. But if we look at the mug size, it is a fantastic mug size, and they can handle it. They can actually get all 4 fingers into the cup, and it is very, very good compared to their size for ball jointed dolls. Smart dolls, rather than my strung BJDs, which have, you know, the plastic hard hands, smart dolls have rubbery hands, so you can actually manipulate them to grasp or semi-manipulate them into movement, basically. So that is perfect with the mug, and then with the little high tea cup, again, fantastic. And this, like I said, was going to cost me $30 for the little Starbucks cup for her, and then $20 shipping, whereas I got a whole heap of stuff for less than that. Let's have a look at the food. Cookie is fantastic for the Our Generation size. It is just in the hand, so for me it'd be about my palm size, her palm size. Now with the Smart doll, it's a bit bigger than palm size, but honestly there are bigger cookies out there, and you can see she holds it fantastically. It looks good. There's no problem with that. Same with like the jars and the containers. They're great for this size and for this size. So the thing I really love about this is it's interchangeable, and I know how expensive ball jointed dolls can be, and anything that you buy that has BJD on it. I'm just wondering now if even the saw looks good with her. It's the right sort of size. What about the hammer? Yep, the hammer's fantastic too. She can't really hold it too well, but there are different hand emotes you can get. So you could get one that has more the graspy one. I think it's like the hand option pack 2 or something. So if you got the graspy one, she could be hammering. It's really, really cute. I am incredibly blown away with OG accessories. I highly recommend them. Now, in a previous video, I caused a tiny bit of a stir with some people in that I said, look, American Girl to OG dolls, I do prefer the American Girl dolls. They are a higher quality. I prefer the plastic, and the clothes are a better quality too. But when it comes to the accessories, if I take in price to quality, I actually prefer the OG accessories. I prefer them. They're good for what you pay. They're very cheap considering. And yes, if you like them, please give this video a thumbs up. I have apparently a smart doll thing coming up again, which is a real surprise to me. My best friend has been a bit naughty. So we will see what that is. I'm not entirely sure right now. I just know that he has been naughty, but he is a very good boy and he takes care of me, which is all I need to know, so he can be as naughty as he pleases. And if it comes to smart dolls, keep being naughty. I hope you enjoyed this opening, my darlings. Love your dolls, love each other. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.